Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x minus 6 to the power of 4 plus x minus 8 to the power of 4. This is equal to 16. What are the values of x? So let's prevent a solution from here. So we have x minus 6 to the power of 4 plus, we can express x minus 8 as x minus 6 minus 2 to the power of 4. This is equal to 16. Now, we have x minus 6 here and we have x minus 6 here. So this implies that we can let x minus 6 to be equal to u. So let's substitute where we have x minus 6 with u, so that we have u to the power of 4 plus, here we have u minus 2 to the power of 4. This is equal to 16. The next step from here, we have u to the power of 4 plus, now we can express u to minus 2 to the power of 4 as u minus 2 raised to the power of 2, then raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 16. Now we have u minus 2 to the power of 2. This is in the form of a minus b raised to the power of 2. This is the same thing as a squared plus b squared minus 2ab. So let's apply this algebraic identity so that we have u to the power of 4 plus, now here we have u squared minus 4u, then plus minus 2 squared, which is 4, everything here raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 16. Now, u squared minus 4u plus 4 raised to the power of 2. This is in the form of a plus b plus c raised to the power of 2, which is equal to a squared plus b squared plus c squared, then plus, we have 2ab, then plus 2bc, then plus 2ac. Let's apply this property here. Let's apply this property so that now here we have u to the power of 4 plus, here we have u squared raised to the power of 2, then plus, here we have minus 4u. This is b is minus 4u, so this is squared, then plus c squared, which is 4 squared, then plus, here we have 2ab, so we have 2 times u squared times minus 4u, then plus, we have 2bc, we have 2bc, so we have 2 times b is minus 4u, then times c, which is 4, then plus 2 times 2 times, that is ac, so we have 2 times a is u squared times c, which is 4, then this is equal to 16. So this implies that we have u to the power of 4 plus u squared raised to the power 2. This is u to the power of 4. Then here we have minus 4u squared. So this is plus 16u squared. Then plus 4 squared. This is equal to 16. Now we have 2. Now here we have 2 times minus 4u here. This is minus 8u. Let's call this minus 8u to the power of 3. Now plus, here we have 2 times minus 4u. Actually this becomes minus 8, that is 8u times 4, then plus 4 times 2, this is 8u squared. This is equal to, now we have here 16. we have 16. Now, the next step from here, so we have u to the power 4 plus u to the power 4. This is 2u to the power 4, then plus 16u squared, then plus 16, then subtract, we have 8u to the power of 3, then subtract, here we have minus 8u times 4, so this is minus 32u, and then we have plus, here we have plus 8u squared, this is equal to 16. Now the next step from here, we have 2u raised to the power of 4, then plus, now we have 16u to the power 2 plus 8u to the power 2, so this becomes 24u to the power of 2. Now we have 16 here, and 16 simplifies, so that now we have minus 8u to the power of 3, then subtract that 2u, this is equal to 0. Now, the next step from here, we have that 2u is common here. We can factor out 2u, so that now here we have u to the power of 3, then plus, here we have 12u, minus, here we have 8u, so this becomes 4u squared. We have 4u squared, minus, we have 2u, that is that 2u divided by 2u, this becomes 16. This is equal to 0. So we have two parts here. We have that 2u is equal to 0, and we have u to the power of 3 plus 12u minus 4u squared minus 16. This is equal to 0. So from here, we can solve for u, so that now u is equal to 0. From the first part here, if you recall, we are saying that let u be equal to x minus 6. So from the first part here, we can solve for x. Remember, this is x minus 6. This is equal to 0. So from the first part here, x1 is equal to 6. So already we have the first value of x. So from the second part here, let's form a cubic function of polynomial of degree 3. So that this is u to the power of 3 minus 4u squared plus 12u minus 16. This is equal to 0. So this is a polynomial or a cubic function that we can solve by applying, we can use the rational root theorem. Let's use the rational root theorem from here. In this case, we can test u equal to 2. So let's test u equal to 2 and see if this value of u satisfies this equation. So substituting the value of u, which is 2, to this cubic function, this implies we have 2 to the power of 3 minus 4 into the parentheses 2 squared, then plus 12 times u, which is 2, minus 16. This is equal to 0. So 2 to the power 3, this is 8, minus, now 2 to the power 2, this is 4. 4 times 4, this is 16. Then plus 12 times 2, this is 24, minus 16, this is equal to 0. 8 minus 16, this is minus 8, plus 24 minus 16, this is 8, this is equal to 0. Minus 8 plus 8, this is equal to 0, which is equal to 0. This implies that u equal to 2 satisfies the equation. Now, from this means that u equal to 2, this is one of the solution. So we can solve for x. Remember, x minus 6, this is equal to u. So this implies that x minus 6, this is equal to 2. Let's take minus 6 on the right hand side, so that now x is equal to 2 plus 6, which is equal to 8. So this is x2. So we have the second value of x equal to 8. So let's proceed from here. Now we have the cubic function. Since u is equal to 2, and the cubic function, which is u to the power of 3 minus 4u squared plus 12u minus 16, this is equal to 0. Now we can reduce this cubic function into a square root, that is into a quadratic equation, by applying the synthetic division. Synthetic division. So let's apply the synthetic division from here. Now let's apply the synthetic division from here. So since we have u is equal to 2, so this implies that we have 2 here. And you find that the coefficient of this cubic function, we have coefficient of u to power 3, this is 1. U squared, we have minus 4. We have u, coefficient is 12, and then minus 16. So let's drop this 1 here, so that now we have 2 times 1, this is 2. Let's do some summation here, minus 4 plus 2, this is minus 2. Then 2 times minus 2, this is minus 4. Again, 12 plus minus 4, this is equal to 8. Then 8 times 2, this is equal to 16. Minus 16 plus 16, this is equal to 0. So essentially, these are the coefficient of the quadratic equation. These are the coefficient of the quadratic equation. And therefore from here, so this implies that here we have u squared minus 2u plus 8, this is equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation with a equal to 1, b equal to minus 2, and c equal to 8. So let's apply the quadratic formula. So for u, that is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c from here. So this implies we have minus 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared, in this case is minus 2 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 8. Everything here divided by 2 times 1. So here we have minus times minus 2, this is 2, plus or minus the square root of minus 2 squared, this is 4, minus 8 times 4, this is equal to 32. Everything here divided by 2. So that now here we have 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 32, this is minus 28 divided by 2. So here we have 2 plus or minus, we can express the square root of minus 28 as 4 times 7 times minus 1. Everything here divided by 2. So here we have 2 plus or minus the square root of 4, this is equal to 2, square root of minus 1, this is I, then square root of 7. Everything here divided by 2. So we have that 2 is common here. We can factor out 2, so that now here we have 1 plus or minus I square root of 7. Everything here divided by 2. So let's simplify 2 and 2 here, so that now here we have u equal to 1 plus or minus I square root of 7. Now we have u is equal to 1 plus or minus I square root of 7. So if you recall, we have that u is equal to x minus 6. So this implies that x minus 6 this is equal to 1 plus or minus I square root of 7. So we have to solve for two values of x here. We have x minus 6. This is equal to 1 plus I square root of 7 on this side. And we have here x minus 6. This is equal to 1 minus I square root of 7. So from this particular part here, we can solve for x3, which is equal to 6 plus 1 plus I square root of 7. And this implies that x3 is equal to 6 plus 1, which is equal to 7, plus I square root of 7. And we can solve for x4 from here, which is equal to 6 plus 1 minus I square root of 7. So this implies that x4 is equal to 6 plus 1. This is equal to 7 minus I square root of 7. So this implies that this algebra problem, we have 4 solutions. We have 4 solutions. We have that x1 is equal to 6. We have that x2 is equal to 8. And we have that x3 is equal to 7 plus I square root of 7. And we have that x4 is equal to 7 minus I square root of 7. So these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions. And we have two real solutions. These are two real solutions for this algebra problem. So kindly follow the steps. Like this video. If you have alternative methods, kindly showcase in the comment section. Now see you in the next video. Like and subscribe.